those of you who don't know me, my name is Crystal. I'm one of the event planners here at Southern Graces in Hewitt Oaks. One of my favorite things to do for an event is to come up with some great signature drink, whether it is a cocktail or with your favorite alcohol, or whether it is a mocktail that reflects the colors of your event. Today, however, we're going to take a fun spin on it. You can tell our theme for today is Corona. Of course it's Corona. So I have a couple of drinks for you today. The first one is for all of you non-homeschooling parents like I wasn't. I was a teacher for 15 years and I actually told my kid's grandmother, or great-grandmother, I will be a teacher, but I will not be a homeschool teacher. And for those of you who've been thrown into this, my heart goes out to you. I have a lot of respect for homeschool moms. They do amazing things. But this is for all of you who might be struggling a little bit after struggling through that math or that science. It's not easy for all of us. For me, I couldn't write a paper to save my life, and trying to teach someone to do that was definitely not something that I was into. So for you guys, we have Parent Punch. This is a batch made drink, so you can actually make it in the portions that I give you today, or you can make it in a very large batch. So all you have to do is run to the fridge and grab some. So we're gonna make two 16-ounce drinks. We're gonna start with some ice in a pitcher. Lots of ice in a pitcher. Okay. So we're gonna put several scoops of ice. I'm aware that not everybody has scoops for their ice. It's totally fine. Just fill up your pitcher about halfway. And the first thing we're going to put in there is 3 ounces of whiskey. Whatever whiskey you have. I personally actually have bourbon. I've got Makers. We keep alcohol here in very large containers. Yours is probably not going to be this large. So we're going to do 3 ounces of whiskey. And if it seems a little bit less than what you're okay with, hey, you know what it's like. You can make yours a little stronger, a little less strong, but believe me, we're gonna add a little more in just a minute. So we're gonna add 3 ounces of whiskey. Then we're gonna put 8 ounces of grapefruit juice. I personally don't drink regular grapefruit juice, so I have Ruby Red. And I keep that on hand. So you may find that a lot of these things you already have in your cabinet, which is a good thing. Let's see. There's 2, 3. There we go. 8 ounces of grapefruit juice. Now, the next thing that we've got is actually a mint simple syrup, which sounds really complicated. It really is not. So simple syrup is nothing more than half water, half sugar. And then you put it on the stove, you let it boil until the sugar dissolves, and when that is finished, you just drop in about 3/4 of a cup of fresh mint. After you've taken it off of the stove, you drop in about 3/4 of a cup of fresh mint and just let it steep. Just let it sit there like you would sweet tea and let it get to room temperature. Once it gets to room temperature, then you can make your drink out of it. I usually make it in 1-to-1 batches, like 1 cup sugar to 1 cup water. If you start making it smaller, it gets to a point where it can become syrup, and you don't want it to be real syrup, though I will say that's one of my favorite pancake syrups, is to just cook that down a little bit further and put it on top of a pancake. But we're going to use it in a little bit more of a liquid form, and we're going to use 2 ounces of mint simple syrup. So it's nothing more than sugar water with a little mint in it. It sounds a whole lot more complicated. And for those of you who are not into pulling out your pots and pans, you can actually buy it in the store as simple syrup or bar syrup. You're going to stir it about 10 times, very gently. All right, there we go. Then the next thing we add is 2 bottles of Corona. Of course, we're gonna add Corona today. And for those of you who don't normally buy Corona, it may be the only thing in the store right now. So this is a great time to get it. I have actually heard tell that it's one of the last beers to sell out right now. So grab it while you can. So we got 2 bottles of Corona. Now these are the 12-ounce bottles. All right, here we go. And you're gonna stir it about 3 or 4 more times. And then last, but definitely not least, because it's the best part, you're gonna fill up your cup with ice. Pour your drink. And you always garnish. For this one, because we have grapefruit juice, we're actually going to be putting a chunk of Ruby Red grapefruit. So there you go. That should make that math lesson just a little more tolerable. And you've got a second helping for later. Or you can share it with Dad. You know, whatever. Whichever one works the best for you. Now I have a second one that is super easy for those of you who are going, oh my goodness, that's too many ingredients and I cannot do that. This one is super easy. So it has 2 ingredients and a garnish. The first ingredient is a bottle of Corona. We call this one Corona Strong. Not because Corona is strong, but because we are strong to fight it. And the second thing we're going to put in it is vodka, lemon vodka. But if you can't go to the liquor store and get lemon vodka, what I did is I actually steeped some lemons in vodka. Vodka's great that way. You can actually add things to it and it takes on the flavors. So just chop up some lemon, put it in your vodka, let it sit overnight, and you will have a great addition to your Corona. All you're gonna do, you pop the top on your Corona, you're gonna pour that vodka, yep, just like I did, all over the place. You're gonna pour that vodka all the way up to the neck, and you're gonna top it off with what else? A lime. There you go, Corona Strong. Y'all have a great day and stay healthy. We'll see y'all later.